for today's needs, having been built back in the early 30s.
Bradley County obtained a 6-month option on this tract of land between Inman Street and First Street here in Cleveland. It's about 3/4 of an acre, and Bradley County has the option of building a new Justice building. That is, if the money is obtained by the federal grant. Jerry Wilson, News 3, Cleveland, Tennessee.
An official with the Center for Disease Control down in Atlanta said today the apparent reluctance of many Americans to get the swine flu shots this year during the first month of the program does not prove the program will be ineffective. Figures released last week show that only 7 1/10% of those for whom the vaccine had been recommended have actually gone and gotten the shot. The second meeting of the Chattanooga-Hamilton County Hospital Authority included today the election of new officers. Dr. Spencer McCauley was elected the chairman, with Stan Guthrie serving as vice chairman and Harry McKeldin as third secretary. The 11-member board was also heard reports today on construction going on both at Erlanger and Thompson, including information on how the projects are going, when they'll be completed, and how much they're going to cost. Jack?
2 Department of Health, Education, and Welfare grants totaling $375,000 were awarded today to Moccasin Bend Psychiatric Hospital. They will be used to develop a day treatment program in the community for long-term patients and provide training for staff responsible for working with those people. The training program, already underway, focuses on the deinstitutionalization of long-term patients, preparing him to return to community life.
Coming up, a permanent call for Eddie Shaw's resignation from the Blanton administration, and we'll take a look at what may happen to Chattanooga's airport. Stay with us.
Every woman dreams of the glass.
The president of the Nashville chapter of the NAACP has asked Governor Blanton to fire State Transportation Commissioner Eddie Shaw. Dr. Charles Kimbrough claims Shaw made racist remarks at a regional civil defense conference last July. Shaw was suspended last month after he was indicted in connection with the purchase of state surplus vehicles. During the upcoming congressional session, legislation that would deregulate the airline industry will probably be considered. That is, the legislation, if passed, would basically mean airlines would be allowed to fly to and from whatever cities the airlines choose, and scheduled flights to and from cities that are not profitable would probably be terminated. Chattanooga's airport is not exactly one of the busiest in the country.
Only had 25 degrees, but I guess it didn't bother them. They're used to it, right? Our high pressure system is continuing our fair weather, and it is keeping our weather from changing. Our weather in Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, all 7 southeastern states, absolutely beautiful fall weather. More sunny skies and dry weather is in the offing for all 7 southeastern states, and we'll just look at a good forecast. And well, honest to goodness, there's no change in sight, even though a cold front is expected to move into the area before the week is over. No change in our weather. Our forecast is for partly cloudy tonight and Wednesday, mostly fair Wednesday night and Thursday, then not so cold tonight. Cooling trend Wednesday through Thursday. The low tonight in the upper 30s, the high Wednesday in the upper 50s. The winds westerly 10 to 15 miles per hour tonight and Wednesday. And our extended outlook is for Friday through next Tuesday, nothing but partly cloudy to fair skies. Sunrise at 7:10.
Any explanation for that?
High pressure again. Circulation, getting scientific, the circulation around the eastern side of a high will pull the cold air down. We're going to have a slight warming trend because the high is moving to the east. We'll get a southerly circulation, our temperatures will moderate, and then we'll reverse it all over again.
Is the weather really changing? You know, a lot of people ask that, and they say it's getting colder earlier, and it's getting warmer sooner for the summer.
It is changing, but very slightly. Very, I mean, we're going to be old people.
Remember the scare we had, what was it, a couple of years ago when they said all the icebergs?
The North Pole is melting. It is, but I don't think we're going to be around when any great disaster happens. Yeah. And maybe by that time science will be able to control it. But yeah, the weather is changing, but very slightly. Very slightly.
We will see if the icebergs melt before. Tonight we present part 2 of our special News 3 accent series on child abuse. It is
in sports, Pittsburgh, coached by Johnny Majors, is on the top of the Associated Press poll this week, and in the environment, still the same, very cold.
You know, I was listening to Bill's sports thing about all the injuries. You imagine if we did injuries for public officials. Judge Don Moore is got a bad elbow this week and won't be able to sign 9 proclamations.
That would
Gene
be
Roberts
fun.
has a sprained ankle and won't be able to show up for the dedication of 15 new police cars.
We may do that
We'd
one
be
time.
laughed out of the business.
Why not?
We may be anyway. So the news, weather, and sports this Tuesday night. Coming up next, the NBC Nightly News with John Chancellor and David Brinkley. We use both names here. And we'll be back at 8 and again at 11 to update the news. Until then, this is Al Warlick saying, have a nice evening.
Sears,
Weather forecast to the late engineering department of Channel 3.
Very, very late.
We made it through those somehow.
Well, you sure missed a good chance for snow over the last 2 days, Neal, and you blew it. I've been calling for snow and calling for snow, and
I say it's the filter effect of Mont Eagle.
I should have gone with Bill Lambton today.
What does that mean, Neil?
The filter effect of Mont Eagle. It comes from Nashville, hits Mont Eagle, and that just strains all the weather out, and we don't get any of it. But Nashville does, and Mont Eagle does. They get all the weather we should get.
Well, bring on spring now.
Oh, I'm for that. Listen, highs in the 50s on Sunday. I think we're going to be doing okay. So what if it rains a little bit?
Well, we made all the kids in Bledsoe County so happy. We ought to do the same for Hamilton, right?
That's right. We have no reports of any school closings because even if they had school tomorrow, they wouldn't go.
That's right.
Okay. In other news tonight, Chattanooga's resident psychic, R.C. Doc Anderson, will be featured in a special made-for-television movie. The Age of Psychic is being produced by International Productions. In Hollywood, California, Doc will attend a special screening later this month in Hollywood. The movie features several psychics, and as yet, there's no release date for the hour-long movie.
I'm here to talk about tires. Pirelli tires from Quality Tire Center. 25 years ago, tire buying was